It's crazy looking back at the beginning of Honk Your Horn and where it is today. Started just from Snapchat videos, Snapchat stories that turned into YouTube because I wanted people to be able to watch it whenever they wanted. Snapchat stories went away. People were responding to it, and that's when I was like, I got something. And then it turned into me going into my local restaurant slash bar, and people will be asking me, "Where's Vader?" And I'm like, "Oh, and sometimes he wouldn't be in the car, and sometimes I'd be like, "Oh, he's chilling in the car," and they'd be like, "Can you? He's here. Can you bring him in? Can we meet him?" And that was honestly an incredible feeling, and it was the sign of you're doing something right. I don't know exactly what this is, and this is all just crazy. You're talking to a Darth Vader mini backpack, but he looks like a doll, and it's working. In the beginning, it's like the show just takes place in the car because that's where it originated from. It's a beautiful morning. Morning, Vader. You got a little something, and it just makes sense because he's just a little doll. I can't really do anything with him. We'll just have car conversations and we'll just make it really ridiculous and really funny. Do you just do this because you just hate me? What, it was a secret? I didn't know you liked the Raiders. I should have guessed based on, well, look at you. I remember making a little audio trailer for Honk Your Horn Season 2, and it aired on Twin Suns Transmissions. And then I got busy at my job, and the magic just kind of started fading away from me. COVID hit, and it sparked the interest to bring it back. It's crazy to think that a global pandemic brought this show back. Who would have thought? I'm glad something good came out of that. It then started to become, okay, now we gotta get a little bit more creative and take this show outside of the car, which we did do a little bit in season 1, but there still wasn't much movement from Vader. Vader had to always be sitting. How do we get him to not constantly have to sit? Trying to get a stand for him and then make it so that he can actually stand up. But then on a really windy day, Vader doesn't have much of a chance of standing up. Moved to LA in the middle of 2020, about a month or so after season 2 had finished airing. Started getting the creative juices going for season 3. What's going to be different about season 3? It's going to be more cinematic. It's going to be full frame, and we're going to tell more of a story. It's not just going to be a funny skit with very little context. Let's add some depth to it. Let's add a little bit of character development to these two characters. I didn't want to just time jump from them being in Chicago and all of a sudden they live in LA. I wanted to show them actually going from Chicago to LA. So let's start at the Chicago home and do a lot of driving episodes in their journey from Chicago to LA because there's a story there. And it also brings it back to the original idea of this show started from these two characters talking and arguing and saying stupid things in a car. That's always been very important to me. Having these two characters do scenes in the car. It brings it back to the original. They finally make it to LA with some obstacles on the way. And for the first time, now we're introducing other characters, other people in the show. And shout out to everybody that's done scenes for this show. It's been much appreciated. Of course, now the second half of season 3, we got to get into, okay, they're in LA. What are they doing in LA? Now we can get back to more of the stupid stuff. Because the first half of season 3 is, well, we know where they have to end up, and it has to go a certain way. But now we can just do, this episode's about this episode's about that. And it doesn't necessarily have to continue some kind of story. I just did a rewatch of season 3 and watched the behind the scenes clip of Sriracha leaving me, and I still get a little teary-eyed from it. I mean, that's where the show began, in that car. A lot of other memories in that car as well, but that was the birthplace of this show, and she's gone. I was glad that my brain was proactive and thought I should shoot something for the finale before I have to turn my car into Carvana. And how we get there, we'll figure it out. But I have to shoot this right now because I literally have to turn the car in and then start with this new car. And it changed everything.
It's not bad. It's in good condition. Like it's like barely been used.
Season 4 was back to the same old shenanigans as the end of season 3. I had to do an episode in Hawaii. Maui is another home for my family and I wanted to show some of its beauty on camera. I am so glad we shot in Hawaii when we did, and that I got to capture Lahaina before everything burned down. And I shot that well over a year before it aired. And then it aired exactly 1 week before the fires. But I'll always have that footage to watch, to look back on a town that I enjoyed going to and look forward to returning to once it's rebuilt and ready for people to visit it again. Season 4 also needed to include characters that people liked to be brought back and continue their story, their journey. But then we gotta continue to make it funny. That's the name of the game. It can't just all be drama and conversations. It has to be funny. Now we enter our 5th and final season. What to expect? What to look forward to? Well, it's hard for me to say because I don't like giving anything away. But you can expect it to be funny, ridiculous, and the show that you enjoy watching. You, the fans. How it feels to be putting the lid on this show, it's very bittersweet. Honk Your Horn means so much to me. It's always been just me, my thing, and I cherish it, and I care so much about it. It's gotten me through hard times. It's continued to challenge me creatively and as an actor. It keeps those juices flowing, which is very important, because if you're not exercising those muscles, you could easily lose it. As far as why it's bittersweet, I mean, I'm going to miss filming the show. It's a lot of fun to film, but it is a lot of work for one guy. I love collaborating with other people, and I'm ready to kind of put more of a focus on that, which is one of the reasons why I'm putting the lid on this show. I also want to challenge myself because I've been so used to being able to do whatever I want, whenever I want on this show. Let's get back to working with other creatives and other people and scheduling and doing this and doing that. And not get too stuck into, well, this is the way I want to do it, so this is the way it's going to happen. Because that could create a bad habit. I don't truly think that Honk Your Horn is just going to completely go away. I think Honk Your Horn will always still be here. There's still stuff that these two characters can do it's just gonna look different, I think. I'm so glad that I am able to put the lid on this, though, because I could have just finished after season 4 and just been like, you know what? I think I'm good. I think I'm done. I want to give this show a proper ending. This show deserves a proper ending. And you guys are going to get it. Knowing that this is the last season, of course, I want to go out with a bang. I want this season to be the best season. And I'll let you guys decide that. This has become such a big part of my life now that when I'm dead and gone, I'm sure somebody at the funeral will be like, yeah, he had this show with this little puppet Vader. It was stupid, but he loved it and it had some funny moments.